So today's shave is going to be a comparison between two razors. This was asked by, actually it's a combination of two questions, two asks from two subscribers. One is Rajam and the other one, he just goes by numbers, which is 123, 123, and I don't know how, but he asked, basically Rajam asked to do a comparison between the Rockwell 6C with level 3, which is what we have here, and the Parker 67S, and the guy that goes by the numbers asked me to do a shave with Arko, which I already did previously. I do enjoy it. I know it's a bit of a controversial soap for certain people, but I do enjoy it and I think it's a good performer. And to use the Astra Blades as well on the shave. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use two brand new Astra Blades for this shave. So I'm gonna load up the razors first of all. There we go. We loaded both of them. So let's go Arko. With the Arko, we're gonna use the Omega because it's a smaller brush, easier to load. So I'm just gonna soak the brush first of all. Now I like to wash this soap before I cover it or let it to dry. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pass it under water. Cold water, by the way. There you go, and it's a bar like this. And now that it's washed, I'll just leave it dry before I cover it. I can put that upside down, and I'm gonna use, because I was grabbing with this hand, I'm gonna use whatever I had. There we go. Now, the scent of this soap, for those that don't know, it's kind of lemony, citrusy. Some people call it like a detergent. For me, it reminds me of a soap that used to be used for all sorts of stuff. It's a Portuguese soap. People used it to do all sorts of stuff, including washing clothes. And it was used for everything, bathing, all sorts of stuff. But a really old, I think you can still find in certain parts of Portugal, but you rarely see it nowadays. So let's go. I'm gonna lather it. There we go. So load it up. Actually, show you there. Really nice picks. I think it's a great performer. Like, if you don't like the scent, I can understand, but I still think it's normally good leather and a good performer. So we're gonna do the Rockwell on the left hand side, and we'll use the Parker on the right hand side. Oh, sorry. I'm going to use the Rockwell on the left hand side and the Parker on the right hand side. Jesus Christ, I'm getting confused there now. So let's just warm up the blade and start. Rockwell 6C level 3. I really think this is when I said great performer, and I haven't used this in a long time, almost a year I would say, and the slickness on it, and for the price, it's hard to beat. I do understand when people say they don't like the scent, and scent is very subjective, so I can understand that. But in terms of saying that it's not good, that doesn't fly with me at all, because I think it's a good performer. It's pretty good slickness there, protects well, so it's all you need from a soap in a bar there. And it loads quick enough as well, so that's my thoughts on it anyway. So let's keep going. There we go, Rockwell side done. Go grab the Parker. I know this one will be way noisier than the Rockwell. Parkers tend to be. So let's go. First pass with the growth. Straight away, I have to say, a lot more blade feel, and I do think it has a bit more aggressiveness there with the Parker than with the on level 3 on the Rockwell. Maybe level 4 will be more similar to this one. So what I'm gonna do, actually we do the first pass and then I'll test it out, and if I feel that because the aggressiveness, I do feel that it's, we'll see the efficiency and we'll talk afterwards, after the first pass. So let's go. There we go. First pass done with both of them. Let's just test it out now and see. Just gonna wet my hands. Actually pretty similar. Pretty similar. Which I wasn't expecting, I have to say, because I felt a lot more blade feel on the Parker side. But efficiency, pretty similar. I don't see much of a difference. Both of them need a second. Both of them left a lot there still. But on the same level, yeah, everywhere. I can't say that one was more efficient than the other at all. The difference is on the feeling. The Rockwell, for sure, has less aggressiveness, less blade feel, I have to say. So, we're just gonna get ready for the second pass. There we go. Now, back to the brush. Get ready for a second pass now. Funny, still building leather there, as you guys can see. So, great performer. I'll bet that whoever talks bad about this soap, if they put it on a different scent, if they just change the scent profile, a lot of more people would start using it. There we go. Now, Rockwell, we're gonna go, and I want to test something out. So, because I just want to do 2 passes, I don't want to do any more. So we're gonna go against the grain straight away and see how it works. There we go. Rockwell side done. Now, grab the Parker, warm up the blade, and do exactly the same way on the Parker side. That's it. Second pass done with the Parker. Let's wash it up and test out and see if we need to do some touch-ups. Too hot. There we go. That's better. There we go. Nice. Missed a bit here on the Rockwell. Yeah, and a bit here on the Parker side. So almost in the same spot. Otherwise, all exactly the same. So small bit here, Rockwell, small bit here on the Parker side. They're very similar. It's just the shaving feel is completely different. There's more blade feel on the Parker side than the Rockwell. So let's just do this here quick. That's it. That's done. So I'm gonna use some witch hazel. So just getting ready for it. There we go. Pat my face. And witch hazel, which I have here. Small bit of feedback. And normally I don't get feedback on the cheek, so small bit here on the Parker side, nothing on the Rockwell side. So there we go. Now I'm gonna wash all my stuff, let this dry, and I see you back for the post shave. See you in a bit. We're back. So post shave, I decided to use something that one of my daughters gave to me, which is Davidoff cool water, and I love aquatic stuff, scent notes, and cool water was one of my favorite ones. In this case, is actually the Aftershave itself, although I prefer the eau de toilette, the EDT. but we're gonna use the aftershave she gave me, and before that, actually no, we use it straight away. So there we go, and it's gonna be my first time using it. Lovely. A lot of feedback here, as I said before. Yeah, the aftershave is not as strong as the EDT, that's for sure. Still has that scent there, but it's fainted compared with the EDT. I have to definitely grab an EDT. One thing I have to say as well that I feel, I didn't know that because I never used the aftershave, always the EDT, is there's a bit of a stickiness there. Yeah, when you use the aftershave, but yeah, the scent is still there, still the same, just not as strong and not as a higher level as the EDT, but it's still that lovely, lovely, lovely scent. So let's go. Let's recap the comparison we did today. We used the Rockwell on the left hand side and the Parker on the right hand side. They're very, very, very similar in terms of efficiency, but the Parker has a lot more blade feel. It feels more aggressive, but in terms of efficiency, they're exactly the same. But I have to say, the feeling of shaving with both of them is completely different. Although the efficiency is the same, this one glides a bit easier than the Parker. The Parker has a lot more aggressiveness and a lot more blade feel than the Rockwell. On the other hand, one thing that Rockwell doesn't do as good as the Parker is the overhanging there, which is one of the things that I wish all the razor companies started paying attention to. Just avoid the overhanging. Just make it a bit bigger, just because you don't need that much more material, and don't put a big overhanging there. You know, it's good for even experienced ones and for the newer ones that want to come into this hobby, if I can call it that. So that's it. That's my comparison between these two. Definitely very similar in the efficiency part of it, and completely different in the way it feels shaving. More aggressive, less blade feel, more blade feel on this one. That's more overhanging, less overhanging. That's basically it on the comparison between them. We used the Omega Roma today, small little one, just so that I could lather with a Arko, which is small as well. Yeah, I like this scent. A lot of people don't like this scent, but I do enjoy it. I think it's a great performer. Leathers quick, builds up a leather perfectly. The only thing it lacks, but that's in comparison with the Artisans, is the post-shave feel, which I feel the Artisans beat it in terms of that. But I had Artisans that the leather was harder to build than it is with this one. So there you go. That's what my thoughts on it. We used on both of the razors an Astra Green, which I have there drying up. There you go. So Astra Green on both of them, first use. And that's it. I don't have much more to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed this shave, enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to put a like on it. If you want to help the channel even more, there's my affiliate links down below. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Ciao.